Could you? Break it down. Nah. It's supposed to be Ant. I fucked it up. We spent for an Ant breakdown. Ant, unmute yourself.
You muted me. Anyway,
it must have been automatic. All right, my bad.
So the show, really quickly, it takes place after House of the Dragon and 100 years before the main Game of Thrones series. And what we're doing is we're following in a time period where there's nobody really at war. The Targaryens, we don't know which Targaryen from House of the Dragon. One of them is sitting on the Iron Throne, and their whole family is just ruling. We're following a hedge knight. A hedge knight is basically a knight who's homeless. He sleeps in the hedges. He's a bushman. He don't have no home. He don't have no sigil. He ain't got none of that stuff. And we're following his adventures where he tries to make a name for himself as a real legitimate knight. Throughout the process, he comes across this little bald little stable kid who just starts following him around like Pikachu, and he just can't get rid of him. So after a while, he just decides, all right, fine, I'm gonna keep you around. I'll feed you. Go swim in the river and watch my horse, and I'm gonna try to figure out how to be part of this major tournament where I can hopefully win, get some fame, get some fortune, and make a name for myself in the realm of Westeros. It's not quite like the traditional Game of Thrones. We're not going to see all of the drama, the subterfuge, people conniving to get the Iron Throne. We're just watching this dude trying to make some money to get something to eat. That's all. And I'm okay with it. But one thing that will startle fans, besides the lack of drama, is that this show is a comedy. It's basically like a Game of Thrones sitcom. We're watching this joint for 30 minutes a pop. There's damn near a laugh track that you could be inserting all throughout the episodes, but that's basically it in a nutshell.
All right. So when we meet our, that was a great breakdown, by the way. One time for the Ant breakdown, we might have a new star. So I thought that the scene that kind of got my attention was, it feels like our star Duncan was about to have a real big momentous moment. In fact, if I recall this scene, the camera starts to zoom into his face, and the Game of Thrones theme literally starts playing. And right in the middle of that scene, it cuts to him behind the tree doing his business. And I think that's the moment the director said, this scene will distinguish the two show types and will introduce a different genre. One thing you made us aware of when we were watching it was coming from a different approach of Game of Thrones, as opposed to what we're used to, the families and having multiple plot storylines. This is literally just kind of following one character. It's like a RPG. It's like watching The Legend of Zelda to an extent is how sometimes it felt for me. So with that, I don't know. It's decent. Ty, go ahead. Yes.
I will say this. If you're prone to bodily fluids coming out when listening to bodily fluids coming out, I would possibly think twice about watching this, only because there's a lot of bodily fluids in the first episode alone, thus being you get flatulence of water form. And then this guy, I've never seen anyone in my life hawk a loogie. He didn't even hawk it. He just it was fucking disgusting.